I love how mad. It makes me so mad. When I go from Fortnite to PUBG, nobody talks shit. Nobody, they just ask and they're like, hey man, like, I kind of miss seeing you play Fortnite. Could you play again sometime? That's what I get. That's what I get, right? But when I go play Fortnite after playing PUBG for a long time, I get all the people who are calling Fortnite a kid's game, acting like kids. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand people. A lot of PUBG players are insecure over their favorite game being threatened, and I say that as someone who prefers PUBG. I guess that's fair. That makes sense. Yeah. But you being like that is part of the problem. You know what I mean? People also like being in, you know, a great community. And if PUBG people are going to keep acting like that, that's not... A lot of people don't want to be in a community like that. You know? I don't care about the community aspect, really. But some people do. I'm just saying for those some. Why aren't you in the PUBG esports scene? I mean, I've competed in the Counter-Strike scene for a decent time, and I just don't want to compete. It'd be cool if I cared to do it, but I don't care to compete anymore. Competing is so 2012, you know? I don't care for it anymore. I'm just streaming full time. Plus, I with what I saw in that tournament, with how PUBG is being ran as an esport, as a LAN tournament, as fucking, you know, a serious competition, which is it should be serious. I feel like it's not being taken serious by PUBG. I think they could be doing so much more with it, and they can actually be making PUBG a true esport. But right now they haven't done shit. It's the most like disappointing, not scene, because the esports scene is there. You have all these teams. You have all these teams competing. You have all these teams practicing. That's great. The scene's there. But the backing from the devs is not there. It's the biggest mess ever in terms of like trying to compete. They don't even know how to run a tournament right. No offense. I'm just saying, you guys, they need to fucking fix their shit if they want esports to grow, because it's embarrassing. I think it could be a great esports game. It could be great to watch, but why watch if it doesn't even work properly? Why watch if the pros that are playing there can't even play at their max potential because they're limited to server issues, limited to crashes, limited to fucking frame issues, you know? The best way to have the best esport is to have all of those pro players. We have these pro players, but we don't have the full use of all their potential because all the fucking the rigs suck. The tournament isn't even on LAN, it's online, so your ping is fucking spiking. It's like worse than being at home. It's weird, man. It's weird. When I played the tournament, we were one patch behind, so the server was like fucking 8 tick. Literally, like, shots were going through people. Shots weren't even being heard. You couldn't even hear shots. Like, shit like that. They need to clean that shit up, and the scene could be... Like, a scene could start growing. The spectator system is ass, still. You know? Fucking Fortnite actually has a decent spectator system, and they just came out super late with it. You know? I just feel like there's so many things that they're not updating. I don't know why. But anyway, the main topic, the main reason why this came up was because someone asked me if I would play. And no, I don't want to compete. All that other stuff just kind of triggers me from a competitive standpoint because it's fucking embarrassing. Because you have all these people that are playing this game so much, so often, they're practicing hard. And then they just play fucking just shitty run events because PUBG hasn't updated their game at all for it ever since they announced these tournaments. I feel like with the announce of like this huge $1 million tourney, there should be updates, but there hasn't been. Why do they care if they're already making money? Well, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter if you're making money or not. You want to make more money. Everyone wants to make more money, so you should care. You know, it's just like the whole streamer losing sub count when they take a break. It's like, hey, why do you care that you lost 2,000 subs when you have 50? Or why do you care that you lost 40,000 subs when you have 200,000 subs? Because everyone wants to make more. Everyone wants to go up. They want to fucking grow. That's what we all want to do, right? Everyone wants to succeed, do better. How do you call it greed? No, you don't call that greed either. That doesn't make any sense. Literally anyone in the same position for anything, devs, streamers, in anything. Everyone wants to grow, everyone wants to succeed, everyone wants to make more, you know? Of course, there can be greedy decisions, for sure. But in the long run, literally everybody would be doing the exact same thing in the exact same position. There can be some greedy decisions, and like greedy plays in terms of like a development standpoint, if you're a developer. But I can't think of an example, so I'm sorry. I know there are some, I'm just not thinking of any. This fucking game. I hate it so goddamn much. It's so bad. It's actually so bad, but it's so good at the same time. You know what I mean?
You like this over PUBG though, right?
No.
No?
But for the moment, it is good. If PUBG comes out with some more fucking content, like some cool shit, not just its Car 98 M4 all day, every day, comes out with some cool shit, then I'll gladly play some more PUBG. But I'm just tired of doing the same thing. It's literally the same game, and it has been for over a year now. I'm just tired of doing the same fucking shit in PUBG.
Just
same,
fresh game, you know?
Same rotate, same spawns, same fucking everything.
It's just different, you know, play style in this game.
Yeah,
so
this game
more,
is
like,
very different.
fast-paced, like jumping around, sliding.
I think the movement in this game is like much better though. It's just more fluid.
It's top-tier movement, bro. It's like, I love it. I love the sliding.
Yeah, it's really sick.
Yeah, PUBG's movement's ass.
That's why I'm so fucking bad at that game.
PUBG's movement is really bad. It's like the most sluggish thing I've ever touched in an FPS game.
I believe that's the sharpshooter, am I right?
That's correct, yeah. So the
I don't know, man. The Division is just... They would need some pretty, like, really good story to make up for a game like this. I don't know. I just feel like it's very, like, cookie cutter, just spray mobs down. I don't know. Like, I want a game like this to be good, but I just feel like it's the same fucking shit. Hide behind a wall, shoot. Hide behind a wall, shoot. Hide behind a wall, shoot. Get some loot. Change your weapons. Hide behind a wall, shoot. While I kind of agree you play PUBG every day, so I'm a bit confused. Well, that's the difference between multiplayer and co-op. Multiplayer, I'm constantly fucking owning real players. Day by day. Destroying random people. There, you're behind a wall shooting an NPC. Behind a wall, shoot an NPC. Behind a wall, shoot an NPC. You know? That's the difference there. So they need like a really good story to make up for this, I think. The Division PvP was actually kind of cool for about 5 minutes. Maybe they have something new in the PvP here that could be exciting. But once again, PvP in third person just isn't a good time. What a lot of people thought would be really cool about the Division would be that when you're in the way they made it seem is that you'd be in these situations where you're with your 4-man team and you're doing open world missions like this, and then another fucking group decides to kind of come along and fucking harass you a little bit. I feel like that's what people were really looking forward to. Instead, they have like separate zones where this is the PvP zone, this is the open world zone. That's why I think Fallout 76 is gonna own, because Fallout 76 is kind of what we want out of a game like this. An RPG, open world, you're with your buddies, but at the same time, there's other people out there. You don't know where the fuck they are, but they're out there and you can meet them at any given time. That's why I'm so stoked for Fallout 76. I feel like it's what a lot of people wanted. They wanted that open world game. Not too many people, not too crazy, not hundreds of people running around, kind of constantly bumping into each other. Just those rare situations where you run into a player and you're like, oh shit, what the fuck's gonna happen? Are we about to be friends? Are we about to be enemies? This is gonna be a weird relationship. What's about to happen, you know? And then they have that beauty of the RPG element in the sense that you're doing stories, you're doing fucking missions, you're doing these quests, you're gaining loot, you know? Some people don't want the PvP. I mean, of course, and that's why you have the option to not have it. There's always the option of playing single and co-op with no PvP. But the beauty of having all of that open, you know, You throw it in there, and if you don't want, you just want to play fucking Fallout, or you just want to play the Division with nobody else but your friends, you can do that. But hey, you want to start fucking getting into some action, having some fucking high risk plays, jump into the online world.